The beginning of the film is to show Arthur the Aquaman. We come to know that his life has changed completely. He has become the king of Atlantis. He has married Mira, who is the daughter of the king of the other kingdom. And now they have a son. Now the story shifts and comes to the villain of this movie, whose name is Black Manta. His father had died, but he was responsible for their death. He always thinks of Arthur. That's why Black Manta decides to take revenge from Arthur. He was also making a special kind of powerful suit for himself, and he was also waiting for this. After completing this suit, I will fight Aquaman. After this, we see a doctor who was also a marine scientist, that is, of the underwater world. And now he was doing research on Atlantis. His attempt was to find Atlantis and go there, and bring him in front of everyone in the outside world, that the world like Atlantis is really found. Scientists go to Antarctica once about this research of Atlantis, and they try to find something in the snow there. But then a monster like octopus attacks the scientists and their team, because it also had big tentacles. So scientists get stuck with their team there. So they ask for help by sending signals to their other companions. Then their companion comes to help them. That is Black Manta. They were working together. After coming here, Black Manta saves the life of the scientist and his companions. But he himself starts doing research here, for which he started going down the snow. After coming in deep, he sees that broken black trident. As Black Manta holds the broken trident, he starts seeing its real owner, whose name was Kordax. He was looking very smart and dangerous. He says in the memories of Black Manta that because you have attached my broken trident, now you will become very powerful. At the same time, you will also be able to take revenge from your enemy Aquaman. You can do everything you want to do. Now it was known that the world is in a very bad condition, because the global warming has increased so much that the tsunami and floods continue to come. Because of this, the world of the ocean is also facing a lot of difficulties because of this situation. The creatures of the ocean are slowly dying. Seeing everything, there is a meeting of the Council of Atlantis, in which Arthur was also included. Here Arthur makes an offer in front of all the councils. We should talk to the people of the world and share our advanced technology with them, so that the outside world can also progress in this way. And then they can solve our problems too. But the obvious thing is that no one agrees with this. All councils say together that this cannot happen. Black Manta's suit was ready and he wanted to enter Atlantis and steal the Orichalcum. Orichalcum is a metal found in the kingdom of Atlantis. It works like a petrol. It also has many advantages. Black Manta enters Atlantis with his team to get the Orichalcum. He attacks there. Seeing his destruction, Mira goes to Black Manta to stop him, because he had become powerful wearing this new powerful suit, so he attacks Mira and injures her. As a result, she fainted. Black Manta again comes to Mira. Before he attacks her, Arthur comes here. He starts fighting with his enemy Black Manta to save his wife. In this way, they begin to have a great fight. The team of Black Manta sends him a signal through which he understands that my team has found another outcome. It means he can go back now. So leaving the fight in the middle, he left from here safely. He also succeeds in escaping. Now Mira's condition was very bad. At that time, Arthur's mom came to them. Arthur's mom said to him that this is going to be a lot of thinking, that if Black Manta had really come here in Atlantis to take the Orichalcum, then surely something bad is going to happen. Hearing it, Arthur says to his aunt, "Then we will need the help of my brother Orm in this matter." But why? Then Arthur replies, "Because my brother Orm knows very well about Atlantis along with Orichalcum. He knows about the whole history of Atlantis." Hearing it, Arthur's aunt says, "But Orm is imprisoned in the jail of another kingdom fisherman. Then how can he come?" On which Arthur replies, "I will go to the fisherman kingdom myself and bring Orm out of the jail." He went straight to the fisherman's prison. He quickly finds Orm. He comes out with Orm. But before he leaves, the guards of the fisherman's kingdom take Orm. Orm's condition is not good. Now it is very bad because he was not given proper food here. Due to this, his body became very weak. But as he comes out and the seawater touches his body, he becomes healthy and strong as before. He has the same powers as before. That's why Orm fights with the guards alone. He hits them hard. He kills all the guards in one blow. After this, the two brothers leave from here. While talking on the way, they tell each other about their lives. Arthur says to Orm that I am tired of being the king of Atlantis. Now I am getting bored in this work. But Orm was surprised to hear this. He says to Arthur that I have tried since childhood to become the king to get the throne of the king, but you got that throne. You don't care about the throne. This is very strange and amazing. After this, they go directly to Kingfish and ask him about Black Manta. Kingfish answers them that Black Manta can be found on an island. The island is in the south area. Hearing this, the two brothers move to the south area to go to that island. But here they see that the whole island has changed. It seems as if its smoke has been spread here by burning the orichalcum. Due to this, the plants and even the animals here have completely mutated and changed. Due to this, their size has become very large. Even the rats here have become so big that their size is looking like an elephant. The scientist was shown who is now he was at the side of Black Manta. When the scientist sees the broken black trident of the codex, he grabs it without thinking. As soon as he touches it, the scientist also begins to see the codex in his mind, which also told the scientist to do the wrong thing, as he had told Black Manta. But then Black Manta came here. He took the black trident from the scientist's hand and said, "You wanted to know what my purpose is. Right, so listen, my purpose is to kill Arthur and his entire family. And if I have to deal with any devil to do this, I am also satisfied with it." Then we see that Arthur and Orm also come here while searching for this place of Black Manta. They meet the scientist as soon as they come, because he had understood that Arthur and Orm had come from Atlantis, so he tells them that his purpose is also to destroy Atlantis. Along with it, the scientist also tells them about Black Trident. As soon as he is touched, the memories of the owner of Trident, Kordax, begin to appear. They were talking about the people of Black Manta's team. They attack Arthur and Orm, but these two brothers begin to fight bravely. They were beating them badly. Then Black Manta comes here. He is also wearing his whole suit, and he begins to fight with them. But in the meantime, Orm accidentally catches that Black Trident. Because of it, he also begins to remember the Kordax. So due to all this, Orm loses focus on the fight for a while. Taking advantage of it, Black Manta attacks him. Because of not attacking, he got injured, and now Black Manta fights with them in such a way that he started getting heavy on them. Now when it seemed that Black Manta would kill both of them, then Mira's dad came here. These are the kings who come and help both of them and take them out of here. After going far from here, they came to a safe place, and Mia tells them everything about the Black Trident. Arthur's father, who was looking for Atlantis, also had a powerful trident who was now his daughter. King Arthur had it, but King was also a brother of Arthur's father, who was no one else but Kordax, and this black dragon was made by him. Now the way Arthur's father was ruling the King Atlantis kingdom, the same way Kordax was ruling another kingdom, which was a dark kingdom. That means there were dangerous creatures and monsters. But the trouble began when Kordax showed his real form. In fact, Kordax wanted to steal the orichalcum of Atlantis and become more powerful. He was doing the same, but the creatures of the sea and Atlantis were dying due to him. The disease was also spreading in Atlantis. Seeing this, King Arthur's father stood up against Kordax and told him to stop all this. But Kordax was so crazy about power that he came to the rebellion with his elder brother King, and the war broke out between them. They defeat Kordax and imprison him. He was imprisoned there forever and could never come out. For this, the king used his blood. As a result, Kordax was imprisoned in a magical prison. It is impossible to get him out of there. Later, Orm tells that Kordax is in the mind of Black Manta through memories, because he wants to be free after using him. Arthur and Orm's mother also understand all this. She tells them that I also know about Kordax, and the way the king had imprisoned him using his blood. Now he needs the blood of a human of the king's lineage to be free from imprisonment. When the codex can be free, it means the blood of the king is running inside the genie. The blood of the king can only be in the people of his royal family. Hearing all this, Arthur understands that my son's life is in danger. Because it is obvious that his son was the easiest target for Black Manta. He could have easily killed him. So he immediately comes to his house and sees that everything has been destroyed there. The house is burning and the child is missing from here. There is also a wounded man there. When asked, the man tells that Black Manta had come here. He did not cause all this destruction, and he has taken your son. It was clear that Arthur's suspicion was absolutely correct. So Arthur and Orm go to save his son together. But before that, she tells them to remember one thing, that you are brothers of each other no matter what. You have to help each other. They attack directly at the side of Black Manta, but a huge monster attacks them too. The rest are saved, but Mira's dead pants go in front of them. Then Orm goes and helps them, and he takes them out of the monster's jungle. Seeing this, Mira's dad understands that the Orm whom I always thought wrong is a good man. Black Manta has Arthur's son inside. There was also a scientist who saw that little girl and tries to save her. so he starts running from here. But Black Manta, who had seen him, attacks the scientist and injures him. And he snatches the girl. As Black Manta moves forward to kill his girl, Arthur comes here, who challenges him for a fight. Their fight was very intense before. But then Black Manta starts hitting Arthur. The reason was that he was not Black Manta, but he had a codex inside him. Because he was completely but taking advantage of this opportunity, Mira runs away with her child. Meanwhile, Black Manta sees her leaving. He attacks her with his black trident. But before the trident hits Mira, Orm catches her first, and he saves Mira and her child in this way. But it was also reversed because as Orm touches the black trident, Kordax also starts controlling his mind. He starts showing his brother Arthur that your brother Arthur has done wrong with you. In fact, you are the one who is capable of becoming the king of Atlantis, said Arthur. So now Orm attacks Arthur. But here Arthur, who had understood everything, did not turn and warn, but started explaining to his brother to come to his senses and control yourself. Then Orm does the same. He controls himself as he did. At the same time, he remembers his mother's words that you are brothers. No matter what happens, you have to support each other. But taking advantage of this, Kordax begins to free himself. By doing this, his body begins to feel alive. At the same time, Orm left Black Trident. It was too late because Kordax had freed himself. Now Arthur attacks Kordax with his Black Trident. Kordax tries to attack Arthur while holding his Black Trident, but Arthur breaks his Black Trident with the help of his Black Trident. Kordax gets hurt and ends with his Black Trident. The whole place is destroyed as it ends, slowly. The whole place was breaking and Black Manta was buried under it. Seeing him in trouble, Arthur extends his hand in front of him for help, but Black Manta refuses, saying, "Thank you. I don't need your help. It is better to die than to take help from you." Because of this, Black Manta is also killed there. Arthur and his companions leave from there. Here Arthur says to Orm, "You are free now. You will not need to go to any jail now. Because we will say in the prison of fishermen that you have been killed here. Now go from here and live your life freely." After this, Orm also accepts Arthur as his brother, because his misunderstanding was gone. And he thought that you are just like the king who needs Atlantis. This kingdom is yours. After this, we see that Arthur brings Atlantis in front of the world. Coming to the outer world, he tells everything about this kingdom. He also said that from now on, we will also share the technology with the world, so we will make the world better together. Arthur's life was going on like this. That means he lives in Atlantis and the outer world. The story of this film also ends here. Thanks for watching our movie explainer video. If you are new to our channel, then subscribe the channel and stay with us.